I tell salespeople, Raul, if you become enough people's favorite car salesperson, you'll never have to make another phone call again. All you do is pick up the phone when people call you. There's a guy that I met in small town. Makes between $450 and $470 a year selling cars.
Nice.
That's my Chevy guy.
It's the Chevy guy. He works at a Chevy, GMC, Buick store.
I've been to that store.
This guy is not a remarkable fellow in that he does remarkable things. He stays in touch with his base, his customer base, every single month. He either makes a phone call or sends an email to his entire customer base. I said, that's impossible. You can't possibly talk to that many people. He goes, I don't talk to very many people at all. I get voicemail 80% of the time when I call. And he said, I leave the same message, whether it's a voice message. If they do pick up, I say the exact same thing. And if I send them an email, I say the exact same thing. And what he says is this: hey, Chris, this is Todd, your car salesman. No need to call me back unless there's something I can do for you. I remember what business you're in, and I told you I'd send you referrals. Make no mistake, I always will. Don't have a great day. That's all he does. His emails say the same thing. And what happens is first of all, 100 people bought a car in this town a year ago today. What percentage of them remember their salesperson's name?
5.
It's a little higher than that, about 10%. 8 to 12 is what I read. If you are the only salesperson that someone knows and they're in the market for a car, is there a good chance that they might at least give you a chance? This guy makes a ton of money because he does one simple thing that there are very few other people do. Raul, if I bought a car from you, how often right now would I hear from you? Obviously, if I bought a new Mazda, you have to call me at certain times because the factory survey demands it, right? But past that, how often would I hear from you?
Initially, I'd reach out about 3 times that first month.
Okay.
Usually text.
Okay.
And after that, maybe a couple of times a year.
Why not? Why just a couple times a year?
Well, I try to do it at least every 6 months, and birthdays and stuff like that.
Okay. How long have you been selling here?
15 years.
15 years. You should have a huge database of customers. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've been here 15 years. You ought to be able to work that database for 30 cars a month. It just takes discipline. How long have you been selling, David?
3.
3? Okay. How often do you stay in touch with your customers?
Every customer I sell a car to, I reach out to them at least once a quarter.
Once a quarter?
And then on their birthday, and then every month I send a postcard out.
Every month you send them a postcard?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If I bought a car from you, I would certainly remember your name.
I believe so.
Yeah, well, what Tom tells me is he goes, look, I know that people don't buy a car every year. I'm not looking for repeat business, within a year. He goes, I've never, ever asked a customer for a referral. He goes, I think it's rude and annoying. He said, but because I offer referrals, people never forget me. And he goes, they'll be in a conversation at church or on the golf course or in a restaurant or at a party, and somebody will say, I'm looking for a car, and he goes, they'll always know my name. And he goes, I get 25 to 30 referrals every month. He sells 57 cars a month,
Wow.
mostly used. He says he'll sell 12 to 15 new. But it's because that son of a gun has become a lot of people's favorite car salesperson.